Well, things are going really well. We're having problems again. So I'm gonna... I don't know whether it's to do with custom paint jobs or what, but I'm gonna remove mine. It's a shame because I want to run a custom paint job, but I can't. We're getting G motor errors and stuff, so we can't. I don't know whether it's my game or someone else's game or what, but so bear with me. Bear with me. Right. Okay. Yeah, who would have thought? I mean, I tried. I thought it was a bug last time we tried custom paint jobs. And it was a definite problem with the skins that I used in the V8 mod. No, that's the wrong keyboard now. That doesn't help. There we go. Just cutting into my this time. Right, let's just check that there's no leftovers. I mean, we're running the same number, and it's a British Racing Green Cobra, so... So I don't know if Ben's going to be joining us tonight. I did create a custom paint job for him quite quickly. Right, let's make sure we got the right things on. Yeah, he said he would. I don't know whether he's going to be back in time. But, right, let's see what chat I missed. Well, I've dropped my custom skin. Whether or not other people follow suit or not, I don't know. Although, ironically, it's showing. You can't see any of this, but we're chatting on the server. Still got a few people that are running custom drive. I don't know whether it's the method that I use to do the custom paint jobs. I don't know whether that's suddenly broken. Because it seems like the custom drivers seem to be unaffected. But anyway, right, where were we? We were here. Right, okay. So let's make sure that I'm looking at that. Get a track side there. This is very hard to do it within a headset. You don't envy me, do you? So, new series, who dis? We are going to be doing 60 minutes at Kyalami today in what's called the GT Revival mod, based in the 1960s. So we've got a plethora of vehicles, lots of Ferraris, Shelbys, Chevys, Porsches, all kinds of stuff. But as usual, it's going to be a 6-round championship. Let me know if the sound is too loud, because obviously this mod is quite louder than anything else I've ever played, it seems. So 6-round championship, as before with Sim Racing Online, and we're going to be visiting very classic tracks as we did in the 1930s. So we're at Kyalami in South Africa today. In 2 weeks' time we'll be at Alton Park, which will be the 60s layout of Alton Park. Then Linus Monterrey in France for the 3rd round. 4th round is part of the Nordschleife, which is the Eiffel Sudstrek. And then we head to Australia for the final 2 rounds, Longford and then Bathurst. So isn't that going to be fun? Isn't that going to be fun? So these cars have been bopped apparently. So they should work together. Should. I feel like the Cobra has kind of been subdued a little. It doesn't feel as powerful as it should be, perhaps. Right, so there's our... So we are expecting pit stops because the tanks aren't big enough. Well, my one definitely isn't big enough. So I'm going to have to do some fuel runs. At the moment it's looking at 1 stop. It might even be 2. So okay, right. So I'm going to assign my setup there. We've got a full tank, 52 litres. Here we go. I've managed to get into the 130s. And there is a pit speed limit as well, so if you do see Ben...
Your exit is clear. Watch the white line.
And he's streaming at the time, let him know about the custom paint jobs. Tell him to not
Yellow flag, watch out. It looks like Ericsson has gone off.
I mean, maybe I should make like a custom driver. Maybe it's the custom drivers that are okay. So I don't know whether this Cobra struggles because we're at high altitude. I don't know whether that's a thing. It seems to feel a bit gutless. He's not streaming, okay. I haven't seen him turn up to the server. I mean, the custom skin that I created was just slapping a couple of logos on it, so it doesn't really make
Sector 1 is
much
green.
difference. I just wanted to stand out from everybody else, you know? So how's the sound balance? Is the engine loud enough?
P9.
That's good, okay. I've actually had to turn it down a couple of notches from the yesterday. So it's saying that I've got 25 minutes of fuel. 22 minutes of fuel, so it looks like a two-stopper.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
So, that's, it's painful. And it takes like 63 seconds to change tyres. I don't think I'm going to be changing tyres. I also don't think I'm going to be saving fuel around here.
Sector 2 is 1.9 seconds off the pace.
Now, I did look at the sign-up list before we started. 28 drivers have signed up today.
That's your best lap in the session. That lap time was 1:31.5. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
I have done a better lap than that, Jim. I've done a 1:30.2. Now, I didn't get on with the Mustang.
The car ahead has just done a 1:30.2.
Again, I felt that it was a bit dumbed down. There has been a couple of patches to do with bopping and such. I haven't actually seen like who's in what car. I've seen a couple of Jags. I've seen a few Shelbys. I've seen a couple of Porsches. I can't remember if there's actually a rule in this series that you have to stick with the car that you started with. I'm sure there
Sector
is.
2 is 0.9 off the pace.
Well, look,
Good lap. That's your quickest so far. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. You need to find a 10th in Sector 3. You've just done a 1:30.1.
Can I speak now, Jim? Is that okay? I like the Vet and the Jag just because of the sound of them. And I think, from what I remember, the Ferrari GTO is quite cool as well. The only thing that I don't like about the Shelby is...
Sector 1 is 0.5 off the pace.
Is the position in the cockpit. Because it makes your head clip through the roof of the car. And some of the reflections on the... like the windscreen wipers have got reflections on them. Why have the windscreen wipers got reflections on them? So you've got like these little bits that are chrome in front, which are a little bit distracting. So we're going to have to do 3
Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 2 is 1.4 seconds off the pace.
I'm also going to have to figure out how we're going to slow down for the pit lane.
What's your speed limit in the pits?
The brakes are shockingly bad. Oh, I got back to the menu. Hooray! That means the problem's fixed. Oh, Ben's here. Did he get the memo? Did he get the memo? So some people have just disregarded the information that the admins are giving, and they're just continually running custom skins. See, I mean, these ones here, they're still running custom skins, but they're not running. They're not running. What do you call it? They're not running like a skin attached to a car. They're running a separate driver. So all of these are custom. So I might try and create a virtual driver just to see if that works. That's yeah, it's going to be a busy. So there's one. I can see one Mustang. I can see an Austin Healey, Cobra, Bizzarini, a Porsche, a 250 GTO. Few Cobras. We've got one Jag. It's 250. There's a short wheelbase Ferrari as well. Mercedes 300 SL. There's only one person in a Mustang. I mean, that is an American car though, isn't it? Press the brake and hope. So, we're going to need to increase the camber on that side. Decrease the camber on that side. That one's pretty much bang on. Turn my braking pressure. I'm also going to turn the default braking as well. Oh shit, that means my gearing's off. That's why. Right, how long have we got until... How long have we got? It's a pity there is a 10 minutes. Right, Jim. How much fuel for 62 minutes?
For 1 hour, 2 minutes. We should need 124 litres.
124? He's wrong. He's wrong. Well, saying that, I can fit 52 in the tank.
Looks like you're clear on the pit exit.
I don't want to do a fuel saving race, so I'm going to fill it up. and see what happens. He's not
Green flag, sector 1.
technically wrong. I mean, because I'm
Incident
flat out
sector 2,
most of
yellow
the way
flag.
round, there's not really an opportunity to lift and coast. I don't think I can save an awful lot.
Green flag, sector 2.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to hear my own bloody engine sound. Particularly if I'm surrounded by other V8s. For some reason, I found with some mods,
P11.
the red line doesn't exist for some gears on.
The guy behind has just done a 130.8.
So you don't know whether you're topping out in certain gears. I mean, I usually change gear by engine note anyway. But I find that, particularly in this car,
Sector 1 time's okay.
it can struggle at the top end of a gear, and you've got no notification that you need to change up because you haven't hit the red line. Visually, anyway.
Yellow flag, caution. We think that Wenham has gone off. Green flag, sector 2.
Don't want to hit the curbs then. You've got to get on the throttle so quick coming out of the last turn.
That's your quickest lap in this session. That last lap was a 130.0. P11.
I wanted to see what the best lap time was. 1.4 away from pole. So we're not going to be fighting for top fives today.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
I don't know what everyone else is going to have to do with pit stops.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
I've never understood the final corner. Well, I mean, I can't see whether there be a shift light or not. There's a couple of lights on my dash.
That was a 130.2. Sector 3 is a 10th off the pace.
Is oil and water. But the weird thing is, I get like a red line for first, second and third, first and second, but I don't get a red line for third and fourth.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace.
I mean, I don't think I'm going to be beating anyone on the brakes today. Let's just say that. brakes are shocking. When I tested all of the cars, I basically tested it on, you know, what was going to be my
yellow flag sector 2.
Most comfortable car, and what is
we
the
think
car
that Wenham has crashed.
That doesn't have the most annoying engine note. Because that, if we're going to be doing like circuits that are flat out, I don't want an engine note that is like badly looped or something. Which I think the Mustang was. But the Mustang
Sector 2 is green, 10th position. Good lap, that's your best in the session.
Right.
Sector 1 is 0.4 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.9 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.2 off the pace. You've just done a 129.7.
I shouldn't have changed down that early.
Sector 1 is 0.9 off the pace.
John, if you want them to not use custom skins, you want to... you want to say it right. Let's say I don't think it's the people that are using virtual driver skins that are the problem. I think it's something's broken in the custom skin system. So if you're using loose skins, something is wrong. Because it shouldn't cause G-motor errors. The Bizzarini is the only car that I blew up in my tests.
Incident in Sector 1, yellow flag. Looks like the leader's binned it. That lap was at 131.0. Sector 1 is clear. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace.
Right. Well. I mean, the errors only occurred for me when I went back to the pits, when it's trying to load all the cars, so... Complete wrong engine note, and the Austin has two completely into... Yeah, the Austin Healey mix, I felt like it was one sound, and then suddenly it seemed to go to another source of sound, and it didn't blend that well. I mean, I liked the Austin Healey, but to drive it, I was not a fan. Was not a fan. So I think I should be the only one in the number 63, which works out brilliantly. I'm the only one in the 63 Cobra. Freddie is French and might not know English. Don't think that's an excuse. You should at least know English if you're going to compete in an English-speaking league. Just going to say it. So we're going to have to do 2 stops. Two full tanks are going to take us 40 minutes through the race, and then we're just going to have to do the last one. Just don't think I can save fuel, and that would be boring on this track. Right, we've got 25. We did need 28, but 25 is a good number. Okay, no problem, Ben. I hope she's okay. I can't speak English. I don't have that excuse, unfortunately. I can barely speak my own language. Right, How much fuel for 15 minutes?
For 15 minutes. We should need about 31 litres.
Did he say 31? How much fuel for 4 laps?
For 4 laps. We estimate that we'll need 13 litres.
There we go. Right. Quality it is.
That's the end of the session. P10.
Yeah, mine only holds 52 as well, so it looks like 2 stops, Ben. Because a full tank can only do about 25 minutes-ish. Right, so we're going to have no traffic, there's no draft. Ever since the kerfuffle at Bathurst, they've made us do private quali. I may have exploited something in the rules that weren't stated. It
takes it is clear. Don't cross the line. Okay, Neil, we've got 14 minutes to set a lap.
My camera isn't set. Now it is. Hopefully. I really wish I could automate more things on my stream. I mean, it's very difficult. You can imagine having blinders on, having a VR headset on, and having to control certain things. So I can look through my nose. There is something vibrating against my radiator. It's my rig. My rig is vibrating against my radiator. And it's making a hell of a racket. There we go. I don't know if you... I mean, it would have added to the ambience. I wonder what that rattling sound was. I mean, the car does seem a bit dumbed down from the AC Cobra. That's a beast. This just seems a bit kind of tame in comparison. But it had to be bopped with everything else, so... So if I can get into the 128s, I'll be pleased. You know what I mean. See through the nose gap. That's what I was getting at. There's an apex there somewhere. Because obviously I can't, the way I do my scene switching and stuff is on a mobile phone, and obviously that's not very tactile, so I have to see what I'm pressing.
Sector 2 is 0.8 off the pace.
Right, I'm going to equal my personal best, which is a 29.8.
7th position.
296.
Sector 3 times okay.
I just don't know how I'm going to get any faster. I just seem to be at the absolute maximum of the braking. I'll push myself wide on the curve, that's not helpful. I'd just be happy if I can have a battle with someone, because this track is so boring if you're on your own. I may not be battling for a championship this time, but I still want to have a battle. Right, well, I'm not going to make it round for another lap.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
So we're going to, I don't know how many fast laps we did just then. Ooh, where's my mouse pointer? Okay. We did. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. We did 1. I'm gonna put a few more litres in and then go for it. Well, I mean, I'm hoping that slipstream's a thing, because if we're going to be in a train of cars, then it's just going to be who brakes first at turn 1, you know.
Exit's clear, don't cross the white line. The guy behind has just done a 129.4.
I mean, I don't know whether it's a case of I'm just pushing the brake
New
pedal
fastest
too
lap for
hard.
Korolev, 127.6.
I don't know. Because I don't want to turn the brake pressure down. I've got it at 100%. And I'm using my left foot to modulate it. I think the sounds for locking up and things could be a bit louder. Because I'm sure I've locked tyres and not realised. But we're going to try and not pit. I don't think we're going to be wearing these tyres. In all of the runs that I've done, I've only taken 2% out of them in 5 minutes. So what are they going to be like after 60? Yeah, I'm probably not maximising my exit speed because I'm too scared of
14th.
Maybe if I duck down in the cockpit. And because I'm not using any particular driver aids or blip assists or anything, I have to be very careful how I change down the gears to leave space for when I need to blip. I mean,
Sector 1 is 0.8 off the pace.
Who is using like the auto blip and clutch and stuff with these particular cars. I thought the whole good thing about them was that you get to do all the stuff manually, you know. Oh look, an apex. found half a second somewhere. And then lost it all.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
Well, I was wondering whether they allowed traction control.
That's your best lap in this session.
It's 129.
Alright Neil, we estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
The other thing about having a private quali is you don't get the track evolution, I don't think. You can't go full throttle round there on our first lap. I know that.
Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
Managed to scoop it up. I just think it's maybe too easy to catch a slide. Maybe I've just not got the feeling behind the wheel because I'm running my force feedback a bit lower than.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 2.
Right, this should be a 128.
Good lap. That's your quickest today. Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace. Sector 2 is 2/10 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.4 off the pace. P7.
So I'll probably see rubber appear in front of me. That's the... of the empty tank. The problem is about this track, you have to be kind of wide open because everything's about momentum, which is what I normally struggle with.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
I think trying to stay tight on the final corner is going to be very difficult by the end of the race.
2 minutes of fuel remaining.
I've got one lap.
Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace. Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. We're running on fumes, mate.
I was too scared to keep it pinned. I mean, technically the smaller cars should have an advantage at the pokier tracks. Like Alton Park, this car would really suffer. Technically it should suffer. Fucked up my final lap, really. 2.5 tenths to find.
Two litres remaining, very little fuel left.
I think I'm going to put my chair forward.
Okay, Neil, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up. What's your speed?
Why would a car be exiting the pits with 1 minute to go? No, my talent decided that it was not that lap. So 7th, punching way above my weight there. I managed to find a 128, but the gap is still quite large. 1.4 to pole. The usual suspects are in the top places. So no matter the car, no matter the series, it's the usual suspects at the top. Right, let's make this window a little smaller so I can see the bottom of it. Just waiting for everyone to get into the pits. I don't think Michael Mazurek.
That's the end of the session. 7th position.
He's going to swap places. There's a few people still to put in their final. I'm going to put my extended battle. Well, while I'm doing that, to change it in a second. Right, so the top 5 is fixed. Okay, top 6 is finished. I think the top 8 is done. There's only a couple of people left to go. One person didn't even put in a lap time. They're going to start right at the back. I think I'm going to set the starting order. I don't think anyone's going to move up in particularly. Let's go to the starting screen and let's check out the order. There's 25 drivers to go through, so. Oh, okay. Let's count down. Let's see who we got. So Kirill Kirillov gets pole. Johnny Gutierrez in the second. Mikhail Mazurek, had some good battles with him. In third. Freddie Hill is in fourth. Tony Talviti is in fifth. Very quick, but doesn't often have the work schedule to turn up. Robin Taylor in sixth. John Van der Geest sneaks ahead of me in seventh. So it looks like it's going to be a battle between me and John for the race. Giuseppe Baldoni in 9th, Matthias Estrella in 10th, Jacob Smith in 11th, Paul Upham 12th, Riccardo Gianotti in 13th, Randy Merrick in 14th, Christian Dorga in 15th, Barrett Eriksson in 16th, Philip Pitchler in 17th, Kai Siverson in 18th, Nick Westy in 19th rather. Ben Summers, my teammate, in 21st. James Rissy in 22nd. Lorne Martin 23rd. Jules De Silva in 25th. And Ed Jones bring out the rear in 26th. So, we're starting 8th. So that means we need to do a vote, don't we? We need to do a prediction. I need to fill in my prediction slots because I haven't had. Right. 2-minute prediction. No, 5-minute prediction. Where am I going to finish? Starting at 8th. Where am I going to be? Right, let's get our titles all sorted. So timing box, tower, extended battle box. So, this is going to be interesting strategy-wise. Because I think usually you find out what strategy is the best in the first few. I don't know if I should take the sprint. I just... I was suffering a little with understeer. I mean, maybe I'm gonna stiffen the springs at the back, because I think on warm tyres it's gonna work out different. Oh, that's why the event has 2 times fuel. That's why. So he's mandated a pit stop, isn't it? Standing start, we're going to go to green. It's 3 times tyres. 3 times tyres. And 2 times fuel. I think I might probably change tyres at the last stop, but I'm unsure. I am unsure. But we're gonna stick in another full tank. I mean, it might work out that we only do it on 2 pit stops, because once the car becomes a bit lighter...
Just 2 minutes left, 2 minutes to go.
Maybe the usage will help. But I want to avoid changing tyres. It doesn't look like I was actually particularly overheating them or anything. It's not got to get
fastest lap for Ericsson, 1:30.5.
So I want to be in the 1:30s in the race. That's my plan. It's about to get very, very noisy. So it always seems the same kind of thing. I'm always around John on the track. We all seem to be very similar pace. John is in a 250 GTO.
That's a new fastest lap for Korolev, 1:28.6.
Pole man's in a Mustang. Interesting. There's 2 Mustangs in the race. One at the top of the field, one midfield. So this is broadcasted on the Sim Racing Online YouTube channel as well. I normally check that out afterwards, so I can see what I went on the other parts of the field. Uh, 60 minutes, honestly. Why do I do this to myself? At least I've remembered to take my jumper off this time. Gonna be a sweaty
That's the
mess.
end of the session, P13.
And we're going to be doing a hill start. If we're 8th, we might be pointing downhill, so we can't shift up until the green flag goes, fortunately. Hopefully the grid is spaced out, not like the most recent races that we've done.
60 minutes. 8th place. Right. Okay, Neil, stay calm. Focus.
Okay. We're starting uphill. No tyres.
Okay, spotter calls please, Claire.
Alright. Still there. Clear right.
Track is blocked.
On your right. Hold your line. Clear right. Right side. You're on the left, 3 wide. Right side. Clear right.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
Well, I picked up one place.
Incident in sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow.
On your right. Hold your line. Hold your line. Hold your line.
Oh, come on, Robin.
Still there.
Stop leaning on
Hold
me.
your line.
Green flag sector 1.
Still there. Hold your line.
Ow.
Still there. You're on the left, 3 wide. Car right. Hold your line. Clear right.
Sector 2 is now green.
On your left. Hold your line. Still there.
Oh, I've run out of puff.
Still there. Clear left. Car left. Hold your line. Clear left. Left side. Clear left.
I had the apex.
Alright Neil, you had some minor aero damage. Stay out, it's not that bad.
I mean, there's not really too much you can do in these cars. If I'm flat on the brake, I can't do anything else. I can't slow down anymore. So if you fade into my braking zone, there's gonna be a collision.
P6.
There was some door rubbing. I don't know what car Nick was in behind me. I think that's a Porsche, but I had the legs on the Porsche on the straight. Weirdly enough, Nick and Robin are teammates. So,
Sector 2 is yellow.
is
The
this
gap to guest
we were
ahead
like
is now 3.1 seconds.
we were like 4 wide on the straight, and I got. I'm guessing I maybe made a bad decision to kind of put my car in a gap, and I couldn't
Green flag
actually
in sector 2.
get out of it. Kind of wanted to be on the right, but John was there, so I just stayed wide and hoped that no one would take me out. There are some that kind of go into races with a different kind of mindset. They forget that they've still got 60 minutes of racing to go. I should have, well, I was going to say I should have put car data on so you could see my pedal inputs, but you can see my feet. So you can kind of see when my foot's flat to the floor. So I think we're pulling up on the Ferrari. And I mean, it's the same kind of scenario. If you're like side by side with somebody and they turn in like you're not there, you would think that in the real world, it wouldn't affect the car on the inside. But in sim racing, it seems to straighten the car up. So you end up rubbing doors and going forwards, or not turning the corner because you're kind of rubbing up against each other. You don't have the turning ability if two cars are side by side. Maybe it's like that in the real world. I don't know. And obviously we heard from Ben that the fuel tank for the Ferrari is the same as the Cobra, so I'm going to be pitting the same time as John ahead. I mean, it would be nice to be in the slipstream with somebody to be saving some fuel.
The car behind is reeling you in. The gap is now 0.5.
So,
Car right, clear right.
he's in the Cobra. So he was ahead of me. So he must have got shuffled out at the start. I think it actually might be quite nice to let him by so we can slipstream each other. But I think I'm not on his pace, unfortunately. The problem is that the mirrors are so...
Yellow flag in sector 2.
Car right.
But
Hold your line.
If I got a different engine or something.
Still there. Clear right.
He just went straight past me like I was standing still. We'll see how strong the slipstream effect is. Yes, I chose shorter gearing because I wasn't even getting to 4th gear.
P7.
Which seemed a bit strange. But remember, this is like a Le Mans car, so the gearing's going to be long for that. So I knocked it down one. So we're in the 129s, which is good. Crossed up then. It felt like when I practiced the longer gearing, it felt like up here it barely got to 4th. So we're back in 7th. That's where we started. No, we started in 8th. So we've made up one position. Somehow keeping up with him. I'm just too far away for draft. I'm kind of regretting being bulked at the start, really, because that opened up the gap ahead and gives me a lot to do. So I'm going to try lifting off a little. Whoa! We got it a little out of shape there.
That was a 129.9. Sector 2 is clear.
So we've got 5.7 laps of fuel left. It's certainly keeping me on my toes. I'm sure it's not the fastest way around this circuit, but Bravo! That's the spirit. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. With 45 minutes to go in a 60-minute race. Currently running 7th in my Shelby Cobra. It's that second part of the first turn I'm struggling with. I do like a bit of Blackadder. Who's taking down the braking markers? I'm just relying on those. Who's taking down the braking markers? Unfortunately, we're going to have to come in with more than a lap of fuel, as I don't think that's enough to roll to my pit door. Because I don't know if this car might conk out if you have like 0.1 of a litre. So we're not going to take a chance. Right, I know where I'm braking now. I'm not looking at the left-hand side of the circuit anymore. I'm looking at the right. Oh look, there's an apex. The pits are going to be very busy in a minute. I've only taken 8% out my tyres, it's not worth changing them.
We estimate you've got 5 minutes of fuel remaining.
I've got to come in the next lap.
Sector 1, yellow flag. Sector 2 is now yellow. Your lap time was at 129.9. Green flag in Sector 2. We think Bateson has stacked it.
There's a battle ahead. I mean, I don't know if it does the tyres and the fuel at the same time, because I'd imagine that filling up with a full tank of fuel is going to take quite a long time anyway, so... But we'll see. We might be able to do a full race on one set of tyres.
leader, Korolev, is pitting. Sector 1 is now green. The car ahead's pitting.
Alright, okay. They took a chance.
That lap was a 129.8 P4. We're running on fumes, mate. In this lap, box this lap, please, Neil. Okay, pit stop requested.
I didn't want to chance it. So I've got 2 laps of fuel left. So either they're being...
The pit crew is ready.
Either they're being... what's the word? I was going to say kind of less efficient on the fuel, or revving the nuts off it, or perhaps there was an RPM setting that someone else is using that I'm not. So remember, there's no pit speed limit.
Expect traffic when you exit the pits. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in P17, right with Rossi, and P17. Very little fuel left. Pit this lap, in this lap. What's your speed limit in the pits? The car behind's pitting.
"25 seconds. Just don't speed on the exit, because that would be fucking stupid.
Go, go! There's traffic behind, keep your wits about you.
On your left, clear left.
Well, that wasn't ideal.
Left side, clear left.
Right, so I was 6 seconds behind John when I came in.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
So somehow John Van der Geest is
P9.
9 seconds ahead. So I lost about 3 seconds in the pits. Maybe my pit exit wasn't that good.
The gap to Wenham behind is now 1.8.
Or maybe he hasn't pitted. Wait, no, he must have pitted. There's no way he could be 9 seconds ahead of me if he hasn't. think he pitted the lap before me. Well, actually, no, I think he pitted the same lap as me, but he was out of the pits before me.
Sector 1 is clear.
It says his lap times is different.
That lap time was 1:30.0.
Yeah, it says he did a 2:09 there. I didn't want to risk it because my fuel was going to run out just as I come to my pit box.
The gap to Guest ahead is increasing. It's now 8.6 seconds.
That's pretty much what it was, I'm guessing, really. Right, we're lapping this car ahead. Let's see how unpredictable he's going to be this time.
Car left. Still there. Clear left.
Yellow flag, sector 2, P8.
Well, P7 has passed someone in the pits.
Green flag, sector 2.
Well, we're in the top 10 at least. We've not only gained one position. I would sometimes like to be gaining more, but can't be that greedy. The car behind has gained a little bit in the pit stops, but not an awful lot. The stint counter is a bit weird.
Your lap time was 1:29.7, P7.
My first stint was 23 minutes and I took 9% out of my tyres. My next stint, I've taken 2% out, so it's not cumulative. So when I go in the pits, the wear counter actually resets. Because I definitely didn't change tyres.
Okay, Neil, we're halfway through. We think about 17 minutes of fuel remaining.
I mean, it's saying that I need to save like 1.8 a lap, if that's what I'm reading out of the fuel counter. Oh, I need to save 1.8 over the entire... which can't be right. I think it's drunk. I knew this would be
That lap was a 1:29.9.
lonely. It's weird. You got 25 drivers on track, but I'm not around any of them. Maybe the smaller circuits will feel a bit more crowded. But
the gap behind is now 5.2.
Really got to be quick with the opposite lot. I don't think anyone's going to risk taking the tyres. Not unless someone really screws up. It looks like there's a bit of I wouldn't say an argument, but like a disagreement about who should be ahead of one another. Two-lapped cars duking it out. I think it's going to be quite a short race report. There's not really much going on. Started the race, pitted again, finished. I want to be involved. I feel left out.
Yellow flag, sector 1. We think Martin has spun off.
Oh no, don't. No! Why
flag
did
in
you
sector
do
1.
that, you stupid dickhead? I was like,
We've seen a little bit of bodywork damage there.
I was like, don't accelerate, there's a gap there.
Okay, Neil, the next car is... I don't know his name.
Why did you do that? You were over the... I mean, I was over the curb trying to avoid them. And they just made matters worse by accelerating into the only gap that was on the track to get through.
Incident in sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow.
Now I understand when people they have like single monitors and what have you.
The gap in front is now 5.3 seconds. Green flag, sector 1.
I'm going to be stepping on my flashing light button in a minute.
8th place. Incident in sector 2, yellow flag. Sector 2 is now green.
Right side. Clear right.
Yellow flag in sector 2.
On your left. Hold your line.
Sector 2.
Clear left.
You see how the person that caused the accident gained tracked position? It's not the way I wanted to get involved. I mean, the facilities are there, even on a single monitor.
Your last lap
the
time was
facilities are there
30.1.
to look left and right. I imagine all wheels have the ability to have a button that goes left and goes right. So you should be looking up the track. You are straddling turn 1. You should
10
be
minutes of
checking.
fuel remaining.
I'm confused. It's saying I need to put in 29 litres. Oh yes, because I've already... Hang on a minute. No. The fuck?
Sector 1 is yellow.
Yeah,
The
so
gap
I've
in
done
front
two
is
full
now
tanks.
5.6 seconds.
Makes sense, okay. So we're going to put in...
Your last lap time was 1:30.0.
We're going to put in 32. Tyres feel absolutely fucking awful now. There's no way I can save 10 minutes of fuel. Using 323 a lap. Right, we're going to pass
The
Freddie
gap
in the
to
pits.
Jones behind is now 12 seconds. Yellow flag sector 2. 20 minutes remaining, you've got 20 minutes left. It looks like West has binned it. Green flag sector 2.
I mean, it's hard when you're obviously driving a car that can't react instantly, and also when you're going into a situation
Sector
where
3 is yellow.
you know it's inevitable when you can't do anything about it. You head for an empty gap that then closes, and you're
Green
like,
flag sector 3.
You just have to brace yourself for impact. Some fun and games going on ahead. That lapped car wants to stay on the lead lap. Hopefully they're just
The
slowing
gap ahead
each
is
other
now 4.8, 7th position.
Again, I'm going to need to pit a lap earlier than I want to. So I used 3:23. Oh, I forgot to change up a gear. Probably not going to do the engine any good. Right, this guy's running 3 seconds a lap slower than me. At least in that last lap, anyway. I'm sure I've got a little bit of engine damage because I took a hell of a whack
Okay,
to
Neil,
the
5
radiator.
minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
That's Michael making his last pit stop. There he is.
On your right. Clear right. Car left. Clear left.
So yeah, that's how you do it. You positioned yourself out of the rear end of a car behind, in front, so you've got no. You're not going to rear end them. Not unless they move on into your braking. No. Right, we're going to pit after this.
Is the car exiting the pits?
I don't think
Sixth
I have
place.
pace for-
Very little fuel left. Come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap.
I don't have anything for Giuseppe ahead. It seems that Michael is so much quicker because he was able to. He probably did a.
Acknowledged. Pit stop requested.
Maybe a shallower second stint. I don't know.
Pit crew is ready.
I'm really hoping that Michael is on the ball.
Expect traffic on exit. When we exit the pits, we'll be in P10, in between Smith and Gutierrez. Yellow flag in sector 3. We're running on fumes, mate. Box this lap, please, Neil.
Left side. Clear left.
Look out for the pit speed limit.
That's Giuseppe ahead. Oh no.
The car behind's pitting now. Go, go, go. There's traffic behind. Sector 2 is yellow.
On your left, clear left.
Right. I don't know whether Johnny can open the door for me for... I doubt it. Unfortunately, I'm not going to hold on to the whiffs of his draft. I'm now 9th. I've lost a place through the pit stops. I am very confused. I'm wondering if there's a car that only
Smith
has to do
behind
one
is
stop.
pitting now.
Yeah, there's well, on my UI it's saying a couple of people have only pitted once. I've had to pit twice. I've had no option. So for example, Freddy, I don't know what car Freddy's in, but he's only pitted once. Whether or not he's still got a pit stop to do. But Baldoni ahead, I think he's in the same car as me, or he might be in a Ferrari. Well, the UI has not updated itself then.
Okay, Neil, there's a car exiting the pits, heads up.
Right, so that's Ed Jones.
Martin is now retired.
So how in the fuck has Ed Jones got up there? He was last. That's a hell of a fuel strategy.
You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
I would have been 7th. If it wasn't for that accident. I mean, it would have been a boring 7th. I would have had no cars around me for the rest of the race.
There's a car leaving the pits. The leader, Gutierrez, is pitting. The gap in front is now 4.6. P8.
It's my teammate. Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben. Oh, Ben. Well, yeah, but I mean, still, they were like 22nd or so it didn't really didn't do anything in my race.
Car left, clear left.
Tyres up down there. I mean, my only hope is that Baldoni has short-fueled it. Wishful thinking on my part, but...
Summers has just retired from the race.
Oh, no! Oh, maybe he had to... maybe he had to step away. Well,
all right, Neil. 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
Closed a couple of seconds on him. But I'm in that position. I'm in that position again with like 10 minutes to go in the race and chasing someone down, and I'm just going to run out of minutes. Going to the lap chart, so I'm a second quicker. I've only got 3 laps, 4 laps. Shut up, Steve. Don't roll it, he says. Maybe that accident was the best thing to happen to this race. It spiced it up a little. But I'm just basically fighting to get back the place that I lost. But I've got huge flat spots on my tyres.
Okay, Neil. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. You've just done a 129.6.
I'm closing. But I don't know if I'm closing fast enough.
think Estra has crashed. Green flag, sector 2, the gap to Jones behind is now 11 seconds.
It's vibrating my face.
Yellow flag.
And there we go. Can you buy me a lottery ticket, Steve?
Green flag in sector 2, E7. You've just done a 130.4.
Yeah, I would like to think that that's what it was. Carrying too much fuel. I expect to have too much until it.
Yellow flag in sector 2. That's 5 minutes of fuel left. Sector 2 is green.
The wheel does not like turning through those fast corners. There's a battle going up ahead. The 18th. And 17th. Keep it clean, boys. Oh, that's a good one. Out the inside of the Mustang. Is he going to have you down the straight, though?
2 minutes to go. 2 minutes.
I think he might do. Look at this. He's going to have him at the line. He's going to need to think of something else. I mean, can he get past in the start of the lap, pull out a gap in the twisty section?
Left side, clear left.
And then have enough pace in hand to get in front or stay in front. That's a good bow. He's gonna need to get past. Oh no! No, that spoiled it. Oh.
Green flag in sector 3.
That was looking to be a good battle to the finish. He just got on the curb. That sucks. That means is he retiring? Why are you braking over the line?
One more.
Car left, clear left.
Very little fuel left.
I've got 1.8 laps. Oh shit. Is this the last lap? You sure? I'm scared because I've only got 1.5 laps of fuel left. I mean, that's a stunning drive from Ed Jones. That's 25th up to 8th.
P7, that's the end of the road.
On your left. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Oh! I had 3.2 litres left. 1.4. Well, how about that? I'm confused how some of the UI for some of it is not reporting how many pit stops accurately, which is a bit disappointing because it's saying that Paul DNF'd after that. After that whack with the barrier. Oh, I think that's everybody finished because everybody was lapped. Oh, I am stiff. It's not the broadcast overlay I'm looking at. It's Tiny Pedal I'm looking at for the pit stops. And it's saying that Michael Mazurek, that finished third, only pitted once. So either he was doing 129s and 128s and consistently saving fuel. I don't know how that's possible. Right, let's have a look at the session results. Oh, how many people finished? How many people finished? Right, so Johnny Gutierrez actually grabs the win. I don't know what happened to Kirill. He only finished 2 seconds behind him, so maybe he got beaten on pit strategy, fuel strategy. Maybe the what is he in? I think he's in a Cobra. So maybe the Mustang was a bit thirsty on the fuel. So Kirill Kirillov gets second, Mikhail Mizarek is third, John Van der Geest gets fourth. So the person that I was battling with, that was sixth, start off with, ended up fourth. So either he did some really ingenious fuel saving, or something else, I don't know. Tony Talvidi gets fifth, Freddie Howe sixth. I bring back my 7th place. I started 8th, come back 7th. 8th, as I say, that is a stunning drive from Ed Jones, because Ed Jones was 25th, I think. And he ends up in 8th. I think he's in the Stingray, I think. So Baldoni, the person that I was catching, I was so close to actually putting a move on him late in the race. So he succumbed to my pressure, and we're going to leave that as the excuse. Jacob Smith is in 10th. And we have Kristen Dorger in Dorger, don't know, in 11th. Randy Merrick 12th. Nick Westy 13th. Philip Pitchler in 14th. Ollie Bateson in 15th. Stephen Wenham in 16th. Matthias Estrella in 17th. And Paul Upham, unfortunately, did DNF, but he was far enough ahead of the guys behind that he got 18th. Maybe his car was bent and he just said, screw it, I'm going to come away with 18th. James Rissy, 18th. That's supposed to be 19th, I suppose. Gilles de Silva is 20th. '21st, Barrett Eriksson. Ben Summers, unfortunately, it did not finish. It was just behind me as well that it went up. So I don't know what happened, whether he hit a curb. Lorne Martin, less said about Lorne Martin the better. Riccardo Gianotti is in 24th. Kai Silverstone is in 25th, and 26th, Robin Taylor, the one that was door banging me in the early laps. But I think I'm quite pleased with that. I went forwards. You can't expect anything more than going forwards. So there you go. Right. So that's the flat out one. Completed. We're going to be heading to Alton Park in 2 weeks' time. Which, who knows how the Cobra is going to handle at Alton Park. It's the 60s layout. It's a bit bumpier than the modern layout. So that should be very, very interesting. So if we check the rest of the schedule. So running every 2 weeks. So it's Alton Park. Linus Monteri. That means we're going to go round the banking, I think. Now, as far as I'm aware, the banking has probably got chicanes in it. You'll have to check out that layout, because I don't like the one that's got chicanes in it, because it breaks up the flow. We're then heading to the Nordschleife, the Sudstreck layout, and then Longford and Bathurst for the final 2 rounds. So we're going to be ending in June. Right, so the sim racing that I've got left, we are going to be doing the Alpha 155 Championship, which is starting on Tuesday. So we're back in the, I don't know if they're 4-wheel drive or not, but the 155 Ti Alfa Romeo, which should be fun. It starts on April the 9th. And we're going to such places like Spa, Bathurst, Road America, Silverstone, Montreal, and somewhere called Potrero de la Funes. We've got a maximum of 11 drivers at the moment. I'm hoping a few more people sign up to that. So that should be fun. We did it on some quite unknown tracks last time. This is the second time we're running this championship. So we're on some more well-known ones. But hopefully we'll be in the top 5, or maybe even podium positions for that championship. Who knows? But that should be fun. That starts an hour earlier than we did today. So we'll be starting. Let's have a look at the times. So the stream will be starting at 6:30 UTC. UK time. Whatever UK is on at the moment, we'll be starting 6:30. It's an hour earlier than we started today. Right, I'm off to take this headset off and go have a shower, because I'm absolutely wrecked after that. Absolutely wrecked. I do want to check before I go, though. Let's check the log analyzer, just to see what people were running with that mod. Let's have a looky look. Oh, right. So, where are we? Qualifying results. So, a few people just running clutch and blip. I am the first person that's not running any aids at all. Everyone ahead of me is running clutch and blip, with a couple of people that are running lift. Although some of them didn't finish. But we started 8th, finished 7th. So that means we've got to award some points, haven't we? I got a top 10. Oh, did you think I was going to get a top 5? I like your confidence. Say goodbye to your points. Say goodbye to your points. I mean, I was going to go forwards, but I think that was maybe a bit ambitious to go to top 5. It's going to be a top 10 championship. Hoping to stay in the top 10 of the championship. What we're going to have to be doing. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'm off to have a drink and have a shower. And I'll see you on Tuesday. And then, I don't know what we're doing next weekend. We'll probably continue with some puzzles or some story games. Because there's no sim racing next weekend. But we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. So thanks for watching. And I'll see you next time. Bye!